Hello, music teacher friends. Welcome to episode number 57 of the Beyond Measure podcast. I am Christina Whitlock, otherwise known as your anytime piano teacher friend. And today I am offering up a short and sweet reminder as we head into the week of Christmas. I'm pretty sure that I don't need to offer up any platitudes to you about how it is better to give than receive, do I? I mean, there is a general spirit of generosity that resides in pretty much any educator I have met. It's one of the reasons that I feel like we all share some kind of common ground. As cheesy as it may sound, in the end, I really do think most of us are here trying our best to make the world a better place. And obviously, that's a great goal. Like, way to go. I also feel the need to share something with you today, though, and it's something that I have heard in multiple places recently. And it's something that makes me let out like a giant exhale every time I hear it. So, are you ready? It is okay to name whatever it is that you want. Seriously, it's okay to name whatever it is that you want. Maybe I'm alone in this, but I will make a confession. Somewhere along the line, I have unknowingly collected some twisted belief that my own wants, my own desires, that they must be somewhat, selfish. And I guess even more so than that those wants and those desires must be somehow wrong or bad or unworthy. I don't know. Maybe this is too deep for today. Forgive me if I'm just sounding like a crazy person over here. But I keep coming across reminders this season that our wants are not something that we should be ashamed of or something we should apologize for. Admitting there is something you want does not mean that you have to pursue it. It doesn't mean that you are demanding it or expecting it to come to fruition. It doesn't mean that you are going to make a terrible decision just to make it happen. It doesn't mean that you're going to neglect someone or step on toes to get it. It just means that you want it. And that is so okay, friends. So, Christina, what on earth does this have to do with music teaching? Well, I just think we get very focused on things that our students want and things their families want and the things that we think we should be doing or have to be doing. And those things might all be good things. They might be completely necessary. But is there something that you want in your teaching life these days? Maybe you have always dreamed about a super large studio, and now you have it. So you feel like you're supposed to be really content. But in actuality, maybe you have discovered that you don't really want this gigantic studio. Listen, it's okay to admit that. It doesn't mean that you are necessarily going to downsize. It doesn't mean that you are going to let yourself start resenting the students who are filling your roster. It just means that, you are admitting that's what you want. Maybe you want to drop out of a local event that you always participate in. It's okay to admit that. Again, it doesn't mean that you are actually going to drop out of the event, but admitting what you want can be a very freeing sensation. And once you admit it, maybe then you will free up some emotional processing space to figure out if it matters enough to you to do something about it. Maybe you want to increase your tuition. like significantly. Hear me. It is not out of line to admit that you would like to make more money than you do. Admitting that you want to raise tuition is not a commitment to making yourself do it. It's simply acknowledging that the desire is there, and that's important. So, friends, here is the gist. This week, as I am sure you are likely focused on giving wonderful gifts to your loved ones and creating all kinds of experiences that you want them to remember for a lifetime, I am giving you permission to explore this question. What do you want? If you're anything like me, it might be a great time to make a list. Seriously, go grab a notebook or open up a Word document and type these words. In this season of life, I want, and just let your thoughts pour out. You might be really surprised at what you come up with. What do you want? Right now, I want to wrap up this little episode by offering a toast to you. So let's get out those holiday glasses and get them ready. Music teacher friends of the world, today we are embracing the process of naming what we want. Despite the fact that so many of us are hardwired to think almost exclusively about the needs of others, we have to recognize the importance of naming our own desires. So, take this nudge from me, your anytime piano teacher friend, that today is the day to embrace what sounds good to you. Hear me, I am not telling you to go be irresponsible and make bad decisions because of what you admit to wanting. But I really don't think we can accurately plan next steps in life until we acknowledge what we want our life to look like. Once you name it, then you can decide what to do from there. So, as we spend the week focused on gifting others, don't be afraid to give some thought to what you desire as well. So, all that said, cheers to you, my good-natured teacher friends. Hear, hear. That is episode 57, friends. It's a quick one, I know. I thought rather than taking a break from you entirely these next few weeks, I thought I might try releasing some smaller, quick little episodes. After all, your anytime piano teacher friend here really hates the idea of abandoning you at the holidays. I do wish you the very warmest, loviest week, my friends. It's a tough time, I know, to try and be merry for a lot of you. I have had my share of down moments the past year as well. And if nothing else, I just hope that you are able to hold on to the warmth of those in your life who love and appreciate you. And of course, whether you believe it or not, you have me here cheering you on as you do your good work in the world. So, cheers again to you, my friend. I know that musicians in December have been going 1,000,000 miles an hour. So, you don't need my usual reminder to work hard, rest well, and be nice, right? You've had the work part down. So, let's simply leave it as, hey, it's time to rest well. Thank you so much for listening. This community is truly the gift that keeps on giving. Make sure you come hang out with me on Instagram and Facebook. You can find me there at Beyond Measure Podcast. And you can also send me an email anytime at beyondmeasurepodcast@gmail.com. So this is me sending my love to all of you and hoping you take great care of yourselves as we rest up these next few weeks. Thanks, friends.